Holes are one of the most intimidating river features people face when they're first learning how to kayak. They're thrashy, they're boiling, they're retentive, and that can be quite intimidating. But with the right technique and the right understanding, holes actually don't have to be that bad. This is your introduction to holes. I know it's crazy to always have to ask for subscribers and likes. It's not for my ego, I promise. It really just helps me keep the channel going. Without your support, YouTube doesn't think it's special. And it also affects the type of opportunities I get down the road and the ways that I can get paid down the road. So please hit that subscribe button just to support. To really surf a hole well, you need to understand what they are, how they're formed, and how to work with them. Let's dive in. Holes are formed when water falls off a ledge or goes over an obstacle and gets forced deep underwater. It recirculates on itself like a crashing wave. The compression of the water under the drop releases and the water rises back upward. When the water reaches the surface, it divides, some of it going upstream and some of it escapes downstream. This upwelling of water creates a boil. The upstream water is what we call a hole. The white frothy water going back upstream is the pile. The pile is the part of the hole that can catch you and surf you. The water falling into the hole is called the trough. The line where the trough and the pile meet is called the seam. The seam is an important reference point when you're surfing or doing tricks in a hole. The less aerated water going underneath the hole is referred to as the green water. The water going back into the hole from the sides are affectionately called the spin corners. This is where you can do flat spins in a hole. They're also usually the exit. The boil line is caused by the upwelling water behind the hole moving upstream and downstream. We'll use this understanding of holes to determine if a hole is safe or dangerous. Holes that look really big might actually be safe, and holes that look pretty small or even benign can be quite dangerous. And generalized rules about hole shape are not always good indicators for how dangerous a hole really is. It's better to look at inflow and paddler access to outflow. Is there an easy way to get to the green water below the pile? Are the corners accessible or are they too steep to climb out of? Typically, if you can reach the outflow or get a stroke in on the boil line, you can get out of the hole. Sometimes the corners are blocked by rocks, and that can make it difficult to get out on your own. The angle of the trough and shape of the pile determines how easy a hole will be to surf. A steeper trough means a harder surf. It can also mean the boils are further away or higher to reach. That's why most paddlers avoid ledge holes. If you can't get out of the pile, you're not getting out of the hole. Low-head dams are drowning machines because of their width, inaccessible corners, deep hydraulics, and faraway boils. A rounder pile might mean a bouncy or hard-to-control ride, but a lot of water moving through a hole also means access to outflow. An evenly flowing, frothy pile indicates deep water. Extra irregular splashes mean a shallow hole. A standout irregular boil often means there's a rock. The best hole to learn to surf in will have a gently sloped trough and pile, easy to access corners, and good eddy access. It's also good if the hole is deep, just in case you flip. Once you've identified a nice friendly hole with good eddy access, you're ready to start learning how to surf. A good position frees your paddle to do other things. Your center of gravity should be over your downstream hip. Lift your upstream knee just enough to keep your edge from catching, but no more. Up on the pile, you won't need any edge at all. Too much edge or too much weight on the paddle will cause a bouncy ride. You want a nice neutral position, not too far forward, not too far back. A forward sweep and a shift to your back quadrant will allow you to blast in the hole. This is a great way to reposition or leave the hole if you want.
Alright, so the secret is, from there you were trying to go forward, you gotta be sideways.
You can use a low brace with a reverse stroke to move backwards, or a high brace with a forward stroke to move forwards. You can also do it without your paddle. Just lean back to move forward, or lean forward to move back. Take advantage of bounces or add a little bit of drag to move higher in the hole. You can also use the corners to reposition. Once you have control over where you are in the pile, you can do other things.
Alright, so settle in it. Take a moment to relax. You're going to move forward, you're going to move back. Go back and forward like easy. Then you're going to get ready to start to spin gently. You're going to get high.
If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. There's also another way you can support. Go to my website and sign up for my email list, and then you'll be one of the first to know for when I'm doing an instructional opportunity near you. And now that includes virtual coaching. So I can do a virtual video review with you or virtual consultations as well. So make sure you go to my website and check that out at boydruppelt.com. I'll see you on the river.